My name is Mykhail and I'm from Chicago, Illinois. I recently just graduated from Taylor University with a bachelor's degree in social work. Right now, I'm currently working at a domestic violence and sexual assault shelter in Muncie, Indiana.
I am Marcos Navarro. I am a college graduate from Olivet Nazarene University. I graduated the year 2018. Right now, I'm currently working as an FSS, which is a family support specialist for foster care.
I'm Jamila Waddell. I'm a recent graduate of Pursue Scholars. I currently work at Breakthrough Familyplex as a beginner's preschool teacher.
Pursue Scholars supported me first by coming to visit me. During those visits, we would just go out to eat and we would just talk about like my time at Taylor, the things that I felt like I was striving in, the things that I felt like I needed to work on better, my relationship with God, and how I was developing to be a leader. My main goal as a social worker is to become a therapist, and I want to become a therapist because in my community there is no role models. There was just a lot of teen dating violence and young pregnancies and just drugs, and so I never had anyone to look up in my community. There is no one going to college, there was just not a lot of things to be celebrated. And so I took it up on myself and said, I want to be a leader for my community. I want to come home on my breaks and just share my story with people and how, just because they come from this place that doesn't define you, but it's like where you're going. And so I became that role model for myself and for my community. I had a lot of mentors growing up who made me who I am today. So they were just constantly pouring into me and pouring into me and pouring into me. And that's what I want to do to the younger generation as well.
Pursue encouraged me and challenged me as a leader. I think of just them letting us know we were chosen for a reason. We weren't just picked randomly for the scholarship and for the group. We were chosen for a reason, and them investing their time into us with them coming down to see us at school and the retreats showed them that these were challenging to us, where they knew we have a higher calling for us. We weren't just chosen to just go to school and they're going to support us. We were chosen because we were to make a difference. And I think that challenged me in my own walk with relationship with the Lord, and as a college student and now a graduate I was chosen for a specific reason. I'm a leader, and now I got to portray that now in my work field and even just as a man in general.
I would say Pursue Scholars encouraged and challenged me by the lessons that were given at retreats. I would say that was a huge challenge for me, because I was able to see that I need to grow, and in order for me to be impacting other people, I have to be growing and doing what I need to do, my due diligence as a follower of Christ, but also just as a human being.
So a way that I'm leading here and leading now is by giving back to the current Act 6 students that attend Taylor University. But I love just encouraging them and hearing their story, because I know that my time at Taylor was definitely precious, and although I had to work my way up to that, it was definitely beneficial. And so sharing my story with them of how I didn't want to be here, or I miss my family, or there's a lot of things going on in my neighborhood that I want to go back home for, that's exactly how they feel. And so I use my story to try to encourage them and say, like, those are the same things that I experienced when I was here, but you have to find your niche and find like why you're here and find your identity and use your resources. And so I try to come back here and as a leader to just encourage them on a daily basis to keep on going, to keep pushing, because there's already a lot of odds against them. It's just very challenging.
What I'm doing to lead here and lead now is I'm working with foster kids, and I think with that it gives me a chance to be a leader to these kids who, a lot of them have the worst stories, where they've gone through things that I can't imagine I've even gone through my whole lifetime, and they've gone through at such a young age, and it gives me a chance to be a leader in that area. And also with me being the only male FSS we have in our department, I think that also gives me a chance to be a leader of my input, whether when we have our meetings, of being the only male worker we have, I get to have that input as a leader on what I think we could work on in our department.
The way in which I'm leading now is helping youth grow in loving themselves and in loving God and in loving those around them. The biggest thing in leading is being able to follow and being able to watch the kids and understand the kids, and then therefore do what I need to do accordingly.
People should invest in Pursue Scholars because if you're invested in Pursue Scholars, you're invested in the younger generation. So you're invested in that young scholar to go back into the community and make a difference, which is what Pursue Scholars is about.
People should invest in Pursue Scholars because it doesn't only help out with the kids with college. invest in their spiritual life as well, which is one of the most important things I think to invest in. We can invest in our physical life, our academic life, all this stuff, but I think without the spiritual life being fed, we will go in a lost direction.
I would definitely say Pursue Scholars helped me to become stronger and more diverse in my perspective of people and of leadership, as well as encouraging me to get to know new people and to experience life with other people in a smaller community where people are going after leadership and going after helping other people change the world. So I want to thank you for all the people who have donated money and time and energy to making Pursue what it is and what it was for me.